Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Hidden Pockets featuring David and Carlos.
So,
Say something, David.
No.
Anyway, to get to the spirit of fall, we have a lot of fun topics we'll be discussing today. First and foremost, Halloween. Yes, I know we missed Halloween, but we won't forget about it. So, David, what are some of your favorite Halloween traditions?
So my favorite tradition, mostly like everybody, is dressing up like whatever you want. But I have a tradition that I got myself into, and I still do this tradition to this day. And I just it all started a couple of years ago when I bought a whole bunch of candy for trick-or-treaters. But because my apartment is in the basement, nobody ever came. And I had a whole bunch of candy just in my living room. And I'm just like, I need to get rid of this candy. So what I did that year was I dressed up as Michael Myers and I started walking around passing out candy to people. And I remember very clearly my first stop, this was the house across my street. And this dude, he was wearing a huge pumpkin on his head, but there were no carvings, so he couldn't see me. And so I knock on his door, and I hear him trip, and he opens the door, and he's like spreading his arms out, waiting. But at least according to him, all he heard was, and he's like, hello, who's there? And so he took off the pumpkin and immediately falls back. And I just hand out the candy to him. And he's like, oh, thank you. And from that point forward, I just went to house and just, instead of getting candy, I was giving away candy. But I wasn't saying a single word because I guess I was just getting in character, seeing if anyone would actually take candy from me. And what was more wholesome to me was when kids actually came up to me. Some of them were scared, but most of them were like very chill. They just came up to me and just asked me for candy, or they would accept candy from me. But the ones that were scared, pretty much they had their parents get the candy from me. And there were a couple people that would just like take selfies with me. And fun fact, that night I actually met a celebrity. I met the guy from Halloween Kills who played Marcus. Can't remember his name, but if he's watching this, I'm just saying, shout out to you for taking a picture, and this is what I look like.
Bro, that pales in comparison to what we did last week when you freaking scared kids at Little Caesars with the Mike Myers mask.
Yeah, we went to Little Caesars and we were trying to order pizza for a Halloween watch party, and these kids were just staring at me like I obviously I was dressed as Michael Myers, so of course I was gonna look like a murderer, but like it was kind of funny. They were just staring at me, and they were just dressed up as Spider-Man. You know, Spider-Man could definitely take down Michael Myers. At least I think so.
Not as a kid though. You probably wouldn't.
Nah. Another Halloween tradition I have is like every Halloween I watch scary movies with friends or church members who have never seen a scary movie or are too scared to watch a scary movie. And the reason I do that is to show them that, not all scary movies are that bad. Like we can watch scary movies. We just obviously we have limits. But so far from the scary movies I've shown to people, like they've enjoyed it. They've enjoyed themselves. And on Halloween, I actually was surprised that one of my friends, he showed up because he never watches scary movies. And the one scary movie he watched was Psycho. But he was like, no, that's my last scary movie. And then he actually calls me and he's like, can I actually watch Halloween with you guys? And I was like, you, of all people? Sure. And he actually enjoyed it. Granted, he left because he had other plans, but like he was like, I'm left on a cliffhanger. I want to watch more. And then, he got into it.
It's funny you say that too because I don't think Psycho's that scary.
Nah, it's really not.
It's 1960s scary, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I know if anything, Halloween is more spooky.
Mm-hmm. Now, Carlos, what about you? Halloween traditions?
Well, I don't really have traditions, but there are a lot of fun things I like to do. So Utah has quite a few spook houses, like the Fear Factory, Nightmare on 13th, the Asylum 49, the Haunted Forest. Of course, Lagoon does their Frightmares from throughout October and stuff. But generally, well, I like to watch scary movies occasionally, and I like to go to parties if friends are throwing them. Those are always fun. One thing that I enjoy doing is carving pumpkins. It doesn't feel like Halloween unless if you've carved a pumpkin. It's just obviously it goes back to that ancient tradition, of Samhain and stuff, and it's just Halloween for me has always been a very interesting time of year. It's fall, the trees are starting to hibernate and all that, and they're shedding their leaves. Everything just looks so beautiful, especially here in Utah with its beautiful colors and all that stuff. But I don't know, just for me, whenever fall has come, it makes me think of Halloween and all that stuff, and it's very lovely.
Yeah, Carlos, I didn't carve a pumpkin this year, but I did the second best thing, which is paint a pumpkin.
Ooh, what did you paint?
I painted a vampire.
How did it turn out?
Turned out well. Still at my house. Hasn't
Nice.
rotted yet.
Well, that's good. You didn't carve it. Otherwise, it'd be a moldy mess like all the other pumpkins that are out there right now.
Yeah, we saw a jack-o'-lantern on our way here that was like already all moldy and stuff. So I'm assuming someone carved it a little too early.
That's me at the end of the school. That's me at the end of the week. Dang, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm sure by the time this episode comes out, my pumpkin will be rotted.
Probably not. I think pumpkins stay fresh for quite some time, don't they?
Depends.
Anyway, among my favorite... Sorry, get closer to the mic. Among my favorite Halloween traditions is watching wholesome Halloween movies and TV specials. One of them is, it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That's always one of my favorites, especially because, it's hilarious, and I always feel sorry for Charlie Brown when he gets a rock.
Oh, man.
I mean, I tell you, the people in his neighborhood really have it out for him, I tell you.
Chris, I admire that you love Charlie Brown, but I gotta say, I actually don't like Charlie Brown. And look, don't get me wrong. I admire people that love Charlie Brown, but I actually don't like Charlie Brown because I had bad experiences in school with him. So the thing is, I would have teachers that were pretty cool. They would show us some like really spooky stuff, not scary movies, but like spooky stuff. And I would always look forward to those movie nights, even Christmas stuff, which was really awesome. But when I think it was when I moved from Orlando to Davenport. I mean, it's not too far, but I started getting teachers that were, in mine and my best friend's definition, sissies. Okay, they would show us Charlie Brown. Even in high school, they would show us Charlie Brown, and for Christmas and for Halloween. And for me, that put a bad taste in my mouth about Charlie Brown, because I'm like, no, I can't with Charlie Brown anymore. Like in high school, I saw other classes where they were watching like some spooky stuff like Halloween Town, or if you had a fun teacher, you would actually watch Insidious or something that's a little bit more intense, But no, my teachers, we always had Charlie Brown. So I don't like Charlie Brown.
Bruh, I mean, there's nothing wrong with watching Charlie Brown in high school.
Charlie Brown ruined my life in high school.
I've watched Charlie Brown in high school, bro. There's nothing wrong with Charlie Brown.
I've
But
seen
it-
It's a Great Pumpkin like a couple times.
But in truth, I don't. I don't despise Charlie Brown. I just have had bad experiences with him. I mean, nowadays I kind of like him. But I will say, Chris, you've been corrupted. You have been corrupted. I want you to tell everyone what exactly I'm talking about on how you've been corrupted.
Yeah, so David has corrupted me. Just kidding, he hasn't. But
Yeah,
but I'm
that
sure
makes
you
no
all
sense.
remember this particular moment in our first episode.
Well, I will quickly say the thing about David is, look, everybody, I don't know what it is, but like, I'm totally kidding when I say this, but everyone's a chicken, all right? Like, no one likes horror movies or crazy intense movies around here. So I'm like, free, this guy's scared horror movies. This guy doesn't watch a whole bunch of them, And like, look, the thing is, like, I like watching movies. Like, I watch pretty much like, I would say most genres, and like, I like horror too. But like, who am I gonna watch it with? Like, no one wants to watch it with me ever. Except David, like free, they'll watch anything with me. Like, shout out to David for that, like
Shout out to the Pookie Bear.
this guy. No, but like it's true. Like, no one else will watch horror movies with me but David.
It's okay,
Yeah.
fella, brother. I got you, bro.
The
We don't watch scary movies. We don't-
chicken gang over there.
Well, all I can say is that within the last 2 months, David has exposed me to a bunch of scary movies against my will.
Against your
Just
heck,
kidding.
nah.
Just kidding. It was not against your will. I willingly chose to watch, Scream.
Curiosity peaked.
Yeah.
Yes, after watching a bunch of classic horror movies
Mm-hmm.
like Dracula, Frankenstein.
Monster movies.
Yeah.
David would say you and David will say monster movies, but I also do classify them as horror movies too. So after we watched the last of the classic monster series, David's like, "You have to see Scream," and I'm just like, "Okay, I'll see it with you." And I thought it was a pretty funny movie for all it's worth. So I was also like, "David, we need to see Scream 2." Then that was also a great movie. I would argue even better than the first one.
Okay.
And then I was like, David, we need to see Scream 3. Yeah, just like, David's friend who got hooked into horror movies. I also kind of got hooked into them too.
Mm-hmm.
And then scary movie, not scary movie. Scream 3 was fine. I mean, it's not my favorite. I mean, I think there's some parts of it that are very goofy, but then also some parts of it that are also well done. And as of today, I still need to see Scream 4 with David sometime.
Mm-hmm.
But in between then, David was like, we need to get you to see Halloween, which has
least-
been a goal of his.
Yeah. At least before October ended.
And so on Halloween, David showed me Halloween, and I thought it was a pretty solid horror movie for all it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the creepiest horror movie I've ever seen.
I remember how scared Daniel was for you, being like, I don't think Chris is gonna like it. I don't think he's gonna like it. But then what happened? You liked it.
I just had to Daniel chill, bro. You know what I mean? Like you gotta chill, bro. I know. I mean, he even admitted it. It's just like his older brother instincts.
Yeah.
He's protected you a lot over your guys' time growing up, huh?
Yeah, he has. I mean, I've protected him too, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like siblings always look out for each other.
But what about costumes, Chris?
Costumes. Let's see, costumes.
And keep in mind, please share costumes and what we did on Halloween, aside from just watch Halloween.
Oh yes. So at my workplace we had a Halloween party, and as you learned from our last episode, I work at the Daily Universe, and so we decided to have a Harry Potter Harry Potter costume party all the way back in September, and and everybody got assigned to play a character, and so of course I got assigned to play the great Professor Snape. And so, as you know, I have a lot of black clothing in my house, and so I just borrowed a fancy black shirt from my brother, and then I got the pants and the shoes by myself. Then I rented the long robe and the wig. And could I give a shout out to Taylor's Made?
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
go
not?
for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, And shout out to Taylor's Made and Provo as well for providing the costume. You guys are great. And we are not sponsored, by the way. And then I dressed up as Snape for the costume party. Well, originally I was gonna wear a wig because I wore the wig, and I'm just like, I hate the wig, and so I went without it. But then my coworker's like, you need the wig. Where, like where's the wig? And then I'll just like, all right, fine, I'll get the wig. And the thing about BYU parking is that the student parking is located all the way down in the student athletic park, the student athletic center, which is not close to where my workplace, which is not close to where my work is, which is at the Brim Hall building at BYU. It's at least 10 minutes to get, to get to the parking lot and to get to and out of the parking lot. And so I had to go in to the parking lot to get the wig, which was in my car. And so then I went back to my workplace so I can appease the demands of the audience. And I received a standing ovation when I came into my workplace wearing the wig.
I can just picture that.
Oh gosh.
That being said, though, I got second place at my workplace party for the costume contest. If you remember our guest Ella from our last episode, she won first place as Dobby, the house elf. But enough of my workplace adventures. David, I know you're the champion of cosplaying among all of us. Tell us about your cosplaying escapades.
Well, originally, I was gonna do Doctor Doom this year, but personal things got in my way that I couldn't finish my costume. And I know how to make clothes, so like I was making my own suit and I designed my own Doctor Doom. And so the thing is that I needed to improvise because I was like, I ain't got my Doctor Doom finished. I still need to finish sanding the mask, spray painting it, and then finish the cloak and whatnot that I got. So I was like, let me look at some old costumes. And those of you who don't know me, I have a collection of costumes. So I got, my own Spider-Man costume, but it doesn't fit me anymore. I have the Joker, I have Michael Myers, Ghostface, and I also have what's his face? Nightwing, but I forgot what his agent name. Oh shoot. I forgot the agent name, but Agent Nightwing, Agent Grayson, I think. But anyway, so I got those costumes in my possession, but I rarely wear Nightwing or Spider-Man specifically because I'm trying to get built. But so this year I was Michael Myers again. Some people told me I should have been Ghostface, or that they wanted to see me as the Joker, but for Joker, I ran out of white paint.
You probably would have beaten me in the contest if you
probably. So Carlos and I actually did a costume contest, and in the costume contest, I won third place. Friggin' Sonic the Hedgehog beat me for second place. But I won third place, so that's got to count for something. But Carlos, of all people, with his Plague Doctor outfit, honestly, it was pretty creepy. But, he won first place. And that was pretty impressive for me. But, my Michael Myers is not that bad. But, I won't lie. Carlos deserves first place with the amount of commitment he and passion he put into the costume.
Yeah, I rock that look.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have blasted Gangster's Paradise while shooting in your costume.
Oh jeez. But yeah, maybe later this month, since I have more time on my hands, I can finish my Doctor Doom and just cosplay him just randomly, you know. But nonetheless, like my Michael Myers was not too bad. I did scare a couple people.
Like those kids at Little Caesars.
Yeah. um, and so yeah, I even brought Michael Myers to the scary movie watch party too, because we were watching Halloween.
Costumes are very fun, but they are very expensive. So I only have two right now. I have Sam from Trick or Treat and my Plague Doctor costume, which I like both of them. I like them a lot. But some of the past costumes I've had, I remember when I was a little boy, I had like this elephant costume. I had like a little dog costume. I had a Batman costume once, a werewolf costume. I was also like a ghost one time, like a. Have you guys ever seen that one costume where it's a ghost, but it's got like the skeleton face?
I don't think I've seen it, but I might have an
Are
idea.
you talking about the Grim Reaper?
No. It's literally like a ghost. It looks like a ghost, but with stitches and like blood prints on it, and it's got like a skull in the mask area.
Oh, I know what costume you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it. But yes, I know. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to look that up on Google, see if Google knows.
I also once dressed up like the Grim Reaper as well. It was really fun. It's just you know, it's fun to dress up, you know, because you can pretend to be something else, and that's the point too, to pretend to be something else.
I know, and it's fun in games, Carlos, until you start to feel that you're getting too much attention. Like what happened with my Snape costume when I walked around with it on campus.
Oh man.
I began to feel uncomfortable just because, you know.
You know, the original tradition of Halloween was that you would dress up, obviously to ward off evil spirits. So you were supposed to it was supposed to scare them off and drive them away, basically. That's why we still do it to this day, even though it's changed over time. That's where it originated from.
Yeah, but Carlos, I'm attracting the crowds instead of
that's a
scaring
good
away
thing,
the evil
Chris.
spirits.
If it makes you feel any better, I also attracted crowds because when I was walking around for the scary movie night, friggin' people came up and took selfies with me.
Well, it's not every day you see Michael Myers roaming around Provo. Well, unfortunately for all of us here, Halloween is over.
It's been over for a while now. Just we didn't get to talk about Halloween on the month of Halloween.
I know. We need to wait a couple hundred more days before it's back.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll be discussing this next year as well.
Mm-hmm.
But there are two lovely holidays coming up.
Yep.
Or-
Or
If you are the retail market, one, and that's Christmas.
oh gosh. Yeah, they always tend to just skip over the other two, huh? They just hop right into Christmas.
Yeah, and so with that, there's always a debate that goes around, whether it be in my workplace or among friends, about when is the right time to play Christmas music. As for me, I plead the fifth.
You plead the no pleading the fifth.
You gotta share your
You gotta
opinion.
share your opinion here. I need to hear when.
All right. Well, this is a little bit of this will probably set some people's minds ablazing, but I actually usually start listening to Christmas music around October. Yes, David. I do listen to Christmas music in October. You got anything to say about that?
I totally won that fight.
Okay, well, listen. I like Christmas music, and I feel like if I start in November, and I used to kind of start like in mid-November or whatnot, then I don't have enough. There's not enough time in the year to listen to Christmas music, so I just pushed it to October just to, maximize the amount of time I'm listening to Christmas music. Oh, don't worry, I do listen to, Halloween songs as well in October, like Monster Mash or Thriller or whatnot, but I also start getting my Christmas kicks in.
You monster.
How am I a monster? I mean, there's probably people out there watching this episode right now who have seen, not, Well, there's probably people right now who are watching our episode that start listening to Christmas music in October.
Or earlier. My gosh.
I'll have you know, Jamie Lee Curtis would disagree with you.
It's Halloween, but I've heard Christmas music. What is happening, people? What is happening?
But you know, Christmas music is fun and all. I don't listen to it from like January to September, just because it's way too early at that point. I know, David. You're looking at me and you're thinking to yourself, October's already too early.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you want to know when I start listening to Easter music.
Well, Chris, I have a confession.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do listen to Christmas music on January, but I have a holiday reason why. So the thing is, we Puerto Ricans, we celebrate this holiday called Three Kings Day or Dia de los Reyes Magos. And, well, that's technically Christmas for us. So we listen to Christmas music on January until January 6th, which is the Day of the Kings. But throughout January, even though the Day of the Kings is over, I do listen to Christmas music just because, from my experience, you know, Christmas or the winter is still around and it still feels like Christmas. And there are some people that just don't take down their decorations for a while. So, yeah, but in terms of listening to Christmas music, my opinion is, I mean, those Thanksgiving lovers are going to hate me, but I think you should listen to Christmas music on the 1st of November and start it until, you know, January, which is when I start listening to Christmas music. On occasion, I won't lie, on occasion, I do listen to Christmas music during the summer and the spring, but that's on occasion, okay? But, nah,
Yeah, but you just told me you listen to Christmas music.
I said
throughout
on
the
occasion,
winter.
but never on October. Never, ever, ever on October.
Well, you're not me, David.
Studio C has a funny Christmas song called Creepy Cousin Kev.
Oh, gosh. No, don't remind me about that.
Studio C.
Oh, God.
Shout out to Studio C for that. But
You and I are not so different.
I miss
but
the OG
we're
days.
different because I don't listen to Christmas music on October.
But you listen to it in early November
So
and January. And when I listen to Christmas,
January, because it's the second Christmas. Well, technically first, but Christmas to me.
it just feels wrong for me to listen to Christmas music in January. No offense.
Well, you don't celebrate Three Kings Day, do you?
I don't.
Exactly. We do. I know there's
And I
some,
respect your tradition.
and I know there are some people in South America that do celebrate Three Kings Day, because I know there are some Mexicans that do celebrate it. But I don't know anybody else that really celebrate it. But yeah, I will say that my favorite Christmas song, okay, is "Carol of the Bells." That one's a really good song. To me, it just hits the right tune for Christmas. I mean, sure, some people like, I don't know, Jingle Bells or whatnot, but I have a fun fact about Jingle Bells. Originally, Jingle Bells was actually a Thanksgiving song, but it was changed for Christmas because, you know, it just sounded more like Christmas. But yeah.
Yes, for those who are wondering, why aren't there Thanksgiving songs? They are, but they're usually appropriate for Christmas.
Yeah.
So if you want a Thanksgiving song, just listen to Jingle Bells in November.
Oh, my gosh. I personally think it's appropriate to play Christmas music the week leading up to Thanksgiving Day, because it gets a little annoying if you had to start in October. Let's say that.
Yeah, Chris.
Oh god.
I start off in little doses.
Little doses. That's what a heroin addict says. Oh gosh.
It's true, though.
Oh my gosh.
We're getting way off topic.
But yeah, now that the wine moms have defrosted Mariah Carey, obviously, Christmas music's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, especially All I Want for Christmas.
Oh god. gosh.
I remember when that song actually used to feel special. Now I just think it's overrated.
But the memes are to die for.
I think it's the meme's fault that why it's overrated right now.
No, it's also it's also the Billboard 100's fault, or it's also the Billboard Top 100's fault
I
because
wonder-
they started counting Christmas music as part of their as part of their as part of the top 100 because for a long time they didn't, and I think after that point, All I Want for Christmas Is You started getting overplayed.
That is true.
I wonder how Mariah Carey feel because like honestly she's always gonna be known as the girl who wrote All I Want for Christmas because I to be honest I've never really heard any of her other songs.
Really? I mean, she has a couple of other great songs like Fantasy, for example.
Never heard it.
Really? Have you seen Free Guy?
No.
That was in that movie. But actually, I've never seen that movie either. But I just know it is. Or let's see, what's another good song that she did? I think there's also one called Emotions. I think.
No, it doesn't sound familiar.
I mean, she also has a couple of other like classic songs under her belt. Let's see, I think there's Visions of Love. I might be saying that. I might be saying the wrong title. If I do, cut it out. But point is, she'll always be remembered for All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah.
And so, before we wrap up, I would like to say, for the record, my favorite secular Christmas song is Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, and my favorite religious Christmas song is Oh Holy Night. And with that, I would like to thank everyone for watching another great episode of Hidden Pockets. As always, feel free to comment below on our YouTube channel on what topics we should talk about, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We hope to see you here next time.
Thanks for having us in your homes.